Hey guys, let's talk about tonight's episode of Game of Thrones. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. We basically pick up right where we left off with Joffrey's death, and Cersei is adamant that Tyrion is the one who killed her son. And she wants his head on a platter, and she is not backing down from that at all. They quickly Sansa away, and she's running through this town. She gets on a boat or on a little yeah, she basically gets on like a little canoe, and they sail her out to this boat, and she ends up boarding this ship, and sadly it belongs to Littlefinger. And we all know that Littlefinger is always up to no good. And he basically kills the man who helps Sansa get away. And he's trying to reiterate to her, what did I tell you about all these people? They're all liars. Nobody's there to help you. And Sansa is devastated because she knows that he was helping her because she ultimately helped him many episodes ago, and she saved his life. So now Sansa is on this ship with Littlefinger, and who can she trust? She has no idea. She had nothing to do with the murder, and now it looks like she's guilty because she has fled. But of course, she fled because this man took her on Littlefinger's orders. So Tyrion is locked away. She is MIA. So this all just makes everything look horrible. And of course, Tyrion is in his cell, and his right hand man basically comes to help him. Well, not really help him, but tell him what's going on. And the bottom line is he's going to be tried at a trial the next day, and there's going to be three judges, and Oberyn of Dawn is one of the judges. His father is one of the judges, and another gentleman is one of the judges. And we all know that this is not going to go very well in Tyrion's favor. And like Tyrion said, would he have killed his uncle and then been left standing there holding the evidence? Like, who would do that? Nobody would. So we all know that he's not guilty, but he's being set up. But who is he being set up by? And he has this really touching scene with this gentleman who has been, basically there to help him. And he's like, you need to leave. If you agree to not testify against me, you will die. So I need you to leave. I need you to leave, and I need you to go now because they will kill you. And it's very sad because that is how this Game of Thrones is played. It's sort of like play or be played, kill or be killed. And if you're not the one with the knife in your hand, you will be stabbed. So it's just this crazy chess piece, like game of chess, and you never know when you will get your checkmate, basically. So Sansa's off on the ship with Littlefinger. Tyrion is still locked up in prison. Can I just say, so I, for some reason, wasn't sure if Jaime Lannister was aware that Joffrey was his son. I don't know why, but I wasn't sure if he was aware. So in this episode, I was made very clear that Jaime Lannister is aware that Joffrey Baratheon was his child, because Cersei pretty much says our son was killed and Tyrion is the reason why. But before that, Tywin is basically talking to the next heir to the throne and literally just talking over Joffrey, thankfully, because I hate Joffrey. But he's just talking over, like, and just discarding him like he is yesterday's news. And he's asking him, so what makes a good king? What is it? This, that, this, or the other? And at the end of it, the two of them just prance off, hand on the shoulder, talking amongst one another of what it is to be a king and how you're going to have to be the next king and how you're going to have to lead in this way. And it was just so telling as to how they see these people. When you're king, everyone will do anything for you. They will bow to your foot. They will kiss your foot. They will do anything for you. But the second you're dead, boom, you're nobody. And that was that moment. And that moment was exactly that. Tywin Lannister was literally talking over Joffrey as if he was nothing. And he was talking to his brother, the next heir. And it was tragic yet amazing to see because that is it. That is how this works. And Cersei's standing there and she's listening and she's just, you can tell her heart is just ripping out because her child is there dead in front of her, and her father walks in and is talking to the next heir like it's nothing. It was just like awesome. I was loving every second of it. So yeah, that is how this Game of Thrones is played, okay? So that was pretty awesome to see. We had some other stuff going on and with the Hound and Arya, and they basically rolled up on this home where this gentleman lived, and they pretty much just robbed him. Well, it wasn't Arya who robbed him, but it was more like the Hound who robbed him. And she was like really upset with him, but he was like, "Listen, this man is gonna die, and his daughter's gonna die within weeks because they don't have anything here. So we might as well hold on.
His daddy.
Don't come in. We might as well. They might as well continue on." And take what they have, take all their silver because they're just not going to be able to stay there and survive because people will come and they will kill them and they will take what they have. So we might as well take it. So I thought that scene was hilarious. I thought it was also very funny that Arya was talking about the Hound like it was her father. That was quite funny. So we also had some scenes with Jon Snow, and they were down by Castle Black. Oh, yeah, Castle Black. And pretty much the wildlings are starting to just do what they do. They're killing people, they're taking over their homes, they're cannibalizing people. Disgusting. And they're taking like this young child and telling him, "I'm going to eat your mother. I'm going to eat your father. Now go tell the rest of the people down by the wall that they're protecting that we're coming." And it's just like, ew. So Jon Snow is trying to let these people know that the wildlings are coming in a mass number and we cannot defend ourselves against them. And if they roll up on this other group of people and let them know, or if they show up there, they will let them know that there's only about 100 of us protecting the wall and they will devour us. So we need to get to those people first, kill them before they can spill the beans, and then the wildlings kill us. Oh my God. This show, I'm telling you, it is crazy. But I don't want to see no wildlings roll up on me and them other people who are the cannibals and want to eat me. And oh, no thank you. So I thought that was very interesting because it's almost, again, one of those situations where it's kill or be killed. And Jon Snow is trying to tell his group that we need to go to them and kill them before they can spill the beans as to how many of us actually are here, because the wildlings think that there are thousands of these guys protecting the wall, and there aren't, and they will just come and they will kill them, and that's it. So we'll see what goes down when these wildlings get a little bit closer to Jon Snow's crew. I'm not looking forward to that. And then on other news, we had, of course, my favorite girl, Khaleesi, the mother of dragons, who rolls up to this other city. And she basically does what she does best. She rallies her army just in its uniform state. They all rally up to this new place, and they have this guy come out, and it's sort of like, let's have a duel. So she gets her man to duel against their man, boom, over. And she pretty much tells all of the slaves that are in this city that I don't own you. Everybody that I have here is here of their own free will. If you come and join me, you will join me of your own free will. And your masters and your slaves who have killed your wives, killed your children, don't listen to them any longer. Come with me. And she basically shoots these like trunks up into their city against their city walls, and they shatter and they fall. And what are they? All of the shackles that these slaves have been freed from, to show that if you join my army, you will be a free slave and you will just be marching with me because you want to. And again, it's like, boom, Khaleesi, you are a rude gal. I love her. And she just knows how to get to the people and let them know that they have the power within them to make their own choices. So I think that that's awesome. And I was saying that the only problem that she is going to have moving forward is her own dragons, because we all know you cannot tame them. And she's starting to realize that she can't tame them. So those are going to be what I think is going to be her biggest weakness, because these dragons will eventually turn. And when that day comes, oh boy. So again, another great episode. But can I just go back to talking about Jaime Lannister and Cersei? So when I said that I wasn't sure if he knew that he was the father of crazy Joffrey, he did know. And she even says it a couple times in this scene that they killed our son. They killed our son. And then Jaime starts kissing her, and she's like, she kisses him back, and then she pulls away. And then he forcefully starts kissing her, and she's saying no, no, no. And he's like kissing her up against literally the table that is like has their son on it. And he's forcing himself on her. And then they fall to the ground, and she's like, no, no, no. And he's literally raping her in front of their dead child. It was so disturbing on so many levels. I liked Jaime Lannister. I was starting to like Jaime Lannister after the end of last season. And now, not so much. Not so much. And I hate Cersei. But after this scene, oh my God, it was so disturbing. I don't even know what to say. Let me know what you thought of this scene, guys, because it was on a whole other level. We also had another scene with Oberyn of Dune. Please, sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And a very interesting scene with Tywin Lannister. And they basically formed an alliance. Now, we didn't see an actual handshake, but we heard the proposition, and we know what this could mean if the two of them join forces, which I find to be very interesting, because we all know that Oberyn, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, hates the Lannisters because they raped his sister and did these horrible things to her. So he is on he's got a lot of vengeance towards the Lannisters. So the fact that Tywin offered him a proposition and then wants him to be the judge in his son's case, very intriguing. And then offered him to be like on some council, very interesting. Very interesting. So I am so intrigued to see what happens next between those two, because we've seen in the last 3 episodes how much he hates the Lannisters, and you can just taste it on his tongue how much he hates the Lannisters. So if they join this union in this alliance together, it'll be very interesting. So all right, guys, let me know what you thought of this episode. I thought there were some moments in this episode that were a little bit laggy. I just really didn't care so much about The girl, the wildling that they had, I can't remember his name, but he had taken to this other location because he was afraid that the 100 men of the watch would attack her or, try to be inappropriate against her because she was the only woman there. All that kind of stuff was a little bit boring. And I don't know, there was a couple of scenes I was just kind of like, okay, let's move on. But that being said, I'm so excited to see where this show goes next. Let me know what you guys thought. Okay, guys, that's it for me. Bye.